Hey everybody, welcome to another round of Canje Plays. I'm terrible at time setting for some reason, so people who are probably wanting to see, they were like, wait, 11 p.m.? That's not right, so yeah, I screwed up the time. My bad, I fail. Negative 10 points to Hufflepuff. Ravenclaw, sorry, I took the test. Ravenclaw, I'm a Ravenclaw. So, negative 10 points to Ravenclaw. Alright, so welcome to another round of Canje Plays. Today, we are continuing our playthrough with Kinfire Chronicles. Remember, I said last stream I want to find some time to play through all these campaign games so I could play them. And I need to find that time because games just keep coming. Yesterday, I got the expansions to Earthborn Rangers, which I'll be playing Tuesday. Because I already said when I start playing that game, every other game comes off the table. So I set this time aside so I can play through these games and not be I'll be flip-flopping a lot through some other ones. So, yeah, it's going to be good. We are going to continue our playthrough of Kinfire Chronicles. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Let's go ahead and, without further ado, get down to the table and play some games. Okay. So, where we left off, we arrived at Avena, and we had to have the Vena pack. I'm not going to lie to you, I looked through this, but also I'd gotten this far before, so I know some things. I think after I've only done one quest outside of Vena, and then it'll be all brand new to me. So I'm catching up to where I left off last time, which didn't seem to take long. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we have 3 actions. The last action has to be to go to the Lonely Tavern. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Hey, Frederick. Hey, Greg. So that has to be the last action, which means I have 2 actions. Now, I kind of know what is happening here. Like I said, after this, there's a side quest I did, and then that was it. Like, everything else will be new to me. So I'm just kind of going to run on rails for this one to just see where they go. So my first action is going to be going to the Burnt Alchemist Lab, which, remember, we met someone who wanted us to talk to them there. So I am ill-prepared. So we're going to go to V3, which is the Burnt Alchemist Lab, and I'll grab this. If you blur again, I'll fix you. Approaching the burnt-out husk of the alchemy lab, you see the dwarven scholar you met earlier pacing back and forth with nervous energy. He gives you his name, Hoyt Belgar, and thanks you repeatedly. I would say fate delivered you to me, don't say that. If I believed in such things, you see, I'm in need of skills such as yours. He turns to look at the charred ruins. I would like you to investigate the crimes committed here. Arson, murder, theft. This is, or was, my friend, Micah's workshop. He perished along with it. If you can make time for such a thing, come talk to me, and I'll share what I've learned so far. So, it's prompt Q16, so we'll grab prompt Q16, which gives us this side quest, Quest 6, Ash and Bramble. So when we embark on this, we open up Quest 6 and deal with it. So Hoyt Belgar, Dwarven Scholar in Vena, has asked for your help. A friend and colleague of his was recently robbed and murdered. Perhaps you could track down whoever this is. So this becomes the side quest that's open to us. And let me fix this because that blur is going to probably drive you and me crazy. So give me 1 second. Let me fix that. Boom, fixed. Done and doneer. Okay, so, yeah. So we've got a new quest. Remove this card from Vena, and your city action is over. So that is the first one that we have. We have a new side quest that's come up, which is Quest 16. That's removed. So that's my first action. My next actions, I'm going to go to the Kinfire Shrine, which is V4. So we'll pop that one up. Bada boom, bada bing. The Kinfire Shrine is small, nothing like the grand structures in Dinlocks, but well tended. Good day to you, an elven priestess emerges from the shadows. Her golden mask shimmers in the light. My name is Rani, and I am the keeper of this shrine. May I be of some assistance? You explain your purpose here in Vena, but she seems to already know who you are. She tells you a little bit about the shrine and its recent construction. Before you leave, she stops you. If I may ask, I saw a vision in the Kinfire last morn. A soul, suffering and cast out. Some creature nearby is in need of my of Ziva's aid. If you come across any one of this description, please let me know. Take memory card VA. VA memory card. Take memory card VA and remove this card from Vena. If you have memory card VB, go to event VA, otherwise your city action's over. So, memory card VA says, you spoke with Ronnie, the priestess who watches over Vena's Kinfire Shrine. She told you a little bit about the shrine and also requested that you send anyone in need of assistance her way. Discard this card at the end of quest 4. Alright, so we've got that. So that was our second action. And then our third action is going to be to go. We have to go to the Lonely Shrine, which is V6. The tavern isn't much to look at from outside. A rusty, unlit lantern hangs from the sign above the door, and the windows are hazy with dirt. Inside, however, you find the place bright and lively. There are packed tables everywhere, people eating, drinking, and filling the room with laughter. The dwarven tavern keeper appears from a back room carrying 2 mugs of ale. Hello, loves. Grab yourself a table and I'll serve you up some food and drink. A coin should cover the lot of you. If you stay, which we have to, spend 1 coin for the food and drink, then go to event VB. Hey Curtis, on my way to the gym, but just wanted to give you a like and shout out. Kick all the butt. Will do. So we'll spend 1 of our coins. And then go to event VB. Event VB, not memory. You find an empty table in the back, and the tavern keeper brings you a platter of hot food. The locals don't seem to pay you any mind as you eat, and a conversation at a nearby table catches your ear. You should have seen the fella. Half naked, hair all over. Couldn't understand a word he said. He sounded like gibberish to me. Thank the gods some of the boys chased him off. Well, better hope Priestess Ronnie doesn't get wind. She'll tan those boys' hide. Each seeker may remove all exhaustion from their deck. Thank you. Because I did have a few from walking across the river. Let's go ahead. I think it was 2 each I had, I think. Oh, you didn't have any. Oh, you had 1. So, get rid of all exhaustion. So all the exhaustion cards get removed. Take memory VB. Take memory VB, remove V6 and this card from Vena. So those 2 are removed. And I have something else to read, but VB. When you stopped at the Lonely Lantern for some food and drink, you overheard rumors of a strange wanderer near Vena who couldn't speak the local language. They were chased out of town by some ruffians, leaving them lost and alone somewhere outside of the village. Discard this after the end of quest 4. Then this says, before we remove this card, it says, if you have memory VA, go to event VA, otherwise your city action's over. So we do have memory VA, so we're going to grab event VA. Event VA. Bada boom. Princess Ronnie had a vision of someone lost and in need of help. You think you may have discovered who it is. You met with her at the Kinfire Shrine to tell her the rumors you've heard about a strange wanderer. That poor being, she says, a hand to her heart. They must be so alone and confused. Hey, Adam. Thank you so much for the super chat. Just wanted to say how much you are appreciated. I'm glad to catch you live. Thank you, Adam. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. Let's see. Hey, Eileen. How's it going? Please let me know if you have decided to look for them. If they're found, they can stay here at the shrine. I might be able to teach them enough of the language to at least get by. discard memories VA and VB and remove this card from the game, and I gain prompt Q17. And that is my last city action, which Q17 is the Stranger. Not to be confused with, the Stranger. Priestess Ronnie has asked for your help locating a lost and confused stranger who's been driven out of Vienna. When you embark on this quest, open quest 17. So these two get discarded, and we've got 3 quests, and all we had was 3 of these, 3 actions in the town, and then we were done. So we have to determine where we're going to embark to. This one I've done, this one I haven't done, and then there's that one, right? So we're going to do some side questing today. That's going to be our goal, to do some side quests to see what's going on. Now this one I have done, and this one's tough. Really tough. So I have not done this one. So I think we might do this one. We're going to do both. If I have time, I'll do both today. And then we'll deal with Quest 3 Into the Shadows. So we'll see how those go. I've still got a lot of money burning a hole in my pocket, but we'll see how this goes. This one is tough. This one is a really tough one. I know this one's hard to do, and I've won this one once when I played with Stephen Kim, and then I lost it when I played on my own. But I didn't have a good team for this one. This one seems to be a pretty good duo. Ooh, which one do y'all want me to do first? I'm gonna do both, but which one do you want me to do first? The Stranger is brand new to me, and this one I've done before, and I think I've done... Yeah, I have done this one. But I haven't done the one after. Let's stick with the... Let's take it in order, right? Let's do... I can't remember much of this. I know what I have to do, but I can't remember it. Stranger? Alright, Adam says Stranger. Done. Thank you, Adam. Thank you for helping me make that decision. So we're going to do the Stranger. So when you embark on this quest, open quest 17. Alright, so let's grab quest 17. This one is unopened. Alright, so let's pull up yon Foreteller app. And while I unpack this, you get to listen to some good music. This one... We're doing quest 17. It should be here. Okay, so that's all this text here that I'm not going to read, but I'll let Foreteller do it for me.
When you return to the Kinfire Shrine, you find Priestess Rawnie outside wearing long robes and a mask to protect her elven skin from the sunlight. She and a young dwarf are kneeling in the garden, clipping blossoms from a rosebush. At your approach, the priestess rises to greet you. When she hears that you'll be heading out to search for the wandering stranger, she touches each of you softly on the arm and whispers a blessing.
I'm afraid I have nothing to pay you. Our shrine is so small and barely self-sufficient. But you have my deepest thanks and Ziva's blessing.
You look past the priestess to the young dwarf behind her. Rawnie smiles.
All are welcome to the shrine. Ziva's benevolent gaze falls upon all creatures. While I don't hail from these lands, I am eternally thankful that peace has found its way here. War is never Ziva's will.
To begin your search for the stranger, you head to the Lonely Lantern where you first heard mention of them. Perhaps you'll pick up the trail there.
Wow, that was sudden. It was like a sudden it's over bit. So we will do that. I'll throw this over here for the initiative, and we'll make space for these two. Okay, it says once you finish, go to this one. which is this. The Lonely Lantern is mostly empty this time of day. Beside the tavern keeper sweeping in the corner, there's just a single figure, a scruffy-faced man sitting hunched at one of the tables. He seems preoccupied with something in his hands. To speak to the tavern keeper, go there. Let's talk to the tavern keeper, see what's going on. 17-2. Approaching the tavern keeper, you catch her eye. Hello again, loves. She leans her broom against the wall and wipes her hands on her apron. I'm Ross, by the way. Are you looking for a meal? Although whatever's cooking in the back smells enticing, you decline the offer and ask Ross about the stranger mentioning Ronnie's request. Ronnie's a kind-hearted soul to a fault, but she's not wrong to offer that lost lamb some shelter. Poor thing, he seemed so frightened. Some of the ruffians from around here chased him off, shouting and hitting at the poor creature with sticks. I watched him run off that way. She points to the south-facing window. There's a path in that direction the hunters use. It's hidden from view, but perhaps he found his way there. It heads east into the forest. Take memory 17A. 17A memory. Ross, the tavern keeper at the Loyal Lantern, suggested the stranger may have taken a hidden path often used by local hunters. The path eventually leads east into the forest. But she said south. That's the south window. Okay, sure. Discard this memory at the end of quest 17. That was weird. Return the card 17-7-1. Let's talk to the scruffy man. See what this says. As you approach the scruffy man startles and quickly conceals whatever he was looking at. There's a frenzied look in his eye. What do you want with me? I haven't done anything. You exchange looks with one another. The man is clearly hiding something. I haven't done anything, he says again. Choose a seeker. That seeker flips south then east. Gotcha. Choose a seeker. That seeker flips 4 of their cards. If at least 2 are blue revealed, you manage to get the man to talk. Nas steps up to the table, glaring down. Nas only needs to reveal 1 blue to convince him. Sweet, and we are using Nas, so Nas is going to be the person that we're dealing with. So, let's give it a shuffle. And I draw 4 cards, and I just need 1 blue. It's gonna be a tough sell. Which I think blues are squares, so I just need 1 square. Okay. Shuffle these up pretty good. I cannot shuffle these cards to save my life. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, what do we got? We got blue. We got it. Blue. 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 All the blue. I'm just looking for squares. So, blue square. So, we were able to get it. Awesome. Let's see. So, you managed to get the man to talk. Go to 17-4. You reassure the man that he's in no trouble. You're simply trying to locate the stranger who was driven out of town. The man relaxes. You're too late by now. Some lads already went out after him. But I did pick up the brooch that he dropped. Looks rather unique, probably quite valuable. He grins. I'll give you a good deal on it. 2 coin. You may spend 2 coin to buy the brooch. Nas leans menacingly over him. He swallows. Did I say 2 coins? I meant free. Here, take it. The man hands the brooch over at no cost. Booyah! Nas is awesome. 17. Take memory 17B. Alright. Acquired from a scruffy-faced man at the Lonely Lantern. The brooch appears to be crafted from fine silver. Opening it, you find a painting of a creature covered in hair, but with wide young eyes look like the eyes of a child. The brooch seems like something personal, something the stranger would probably like returned. So discard this at the end of the quest, and then we're returning back to card 1. 4. Alright, so to leave and search the surroundings, go to 17.5. Outside the Lonely Lantern, the air seems thick and humid. You take a look around and consider your options. If you head for high ground to survey the area, go to 17.7. If you follow the road out of town to check for unusual comings and goings, I have 17A. So it says if you have memory 17A, go to 17.6. I have 17A. Boom. Boop. Boop. You find the hidden path right where Ross said it would be. After a steep decline in a valley, the path leads east and disappears into a forest. Apart from Ross's suggestions, you have no evidence that the stranger came this way. If you head to high ground, the survey, go to 17.7. If you follow the road out of town to check for comings and goings, if you follow the hidden path down to the forest, go to 17.10. We need to follow the hidden path because from what you're saying, it's south then east. So we're going to go to 17.10. Following the trail, you spot signs that someone has passed this way, but the tracks are faint and hard to follow. Each seeker flips 3 cards. You must reveal the indicated number of green to follow the tracks. To follow the tracks, you need 2 seekers. I need 4 green cards. I don't have Valora. Alright, so I've already shuffled her deck. Oop, let me shuffle his. So we need 4 green cards, and we're drawing 3 each. Green is the least likely cards that I have, so this is going to be tough. So let's hope we don't get a fatigue. If you fail, you briefly use your way for each green you are short. 1 seeker gains an exhaustion card. Okay. Alright, shuffle that up. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, so that's 2. And then 1, 2. Come on. 3. Dang it. I only got 3. 1, 2, 3. Shy 1. Damn. Oh well. So we only failed by 1. So the person who failed is going to get an exhaustion card, which will be you. Alright. Afterwards, you follow the trail to 1711. Boop, boop, boop. Corpses litter the edge of the forest. People you recognize from town, their lips and fingerprints are blue and some of their necks are scratched and bleeding. It appears they died clawing at their own throats. Otherwise, there's no sign of a struggle, and the forest seems deathly quiet. Searching the bodies, you find some useful things. Open a copper treasure pack. I mean, they're not going to need it, right? So we're going to open up a copper treasure pack. That is these ones here, so you just pick any one. I'll pick this middle one. Looks fun, nice and sealed. So I'll put this up here. Alright, so we're going to open up a copper treasure pack. What did we find? We found, move this for a second, Mighty Shot and its boost card. That seems amazing. We found Rush and Rush's boost card, which is also pretty cool. Before attacking, you may move into the same space as your target. We found Ward Action, which is pretty good. And then we found a blue card, which is pretty good. So the blue card says +1 damage for each other seeker in your space. That's okay. This Ward Action Shield Charm You murmur the familiar spell, sending a rumored glow over your body. A handy little charm it should be. When you gain shields, while this card is in play, you may discard it instead of discarding a shield. As a free. Okay, so it's a shield. It's a shield. Okay, so it's a free shield basically. All right, gotcha. So that is what I got out of here. Some nice upgrade cards for the copper pack. This mighty shot is that's a keeper, and we will deal with that in a second. So we opened up a copper pack. We got that. We don't have Asha. The trail leads deeper into the woods. Go to 1712. Hey, Matt. You don't know what you're about to find in these woods. You pause to take stock of your gear. You need to be ready for anything. Gain 1 fate token. Okay. Each seeker may swap out 1 action card and its accompanying boost card in their deck for a new one. You must follow the normal deck building rule guidelines. Okay. So let's do that first before we continue. Alright, so now we can do some swappity swaps. So we'll do... I want you to have Mighty Shot. You'll lose something for it. What will you lose? It's a ranged attack red. Maybe. Give another seeker the ability to draw or discard a card is nice. But this is a block 2 for any seeker and an attack. So let's see what ineffable attack I lose. Oh, it must be my discard pile. Before attacking, you may move your target to your space, and it's an attack 3 melee. Hey, what about you? Maybe this might be good for you. What do you got? I think you could be my block range person. So I'm looking at Meteor Throw. How bad is that? Meteor Throw or Fireball? Fireball casts Hurt. Damn. Meteor Throw. It's a blue-red. So I can only have 2, 4, 6 blues. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Decision. Somebody's getting this. That's all I know. Somebody's getting that. And the shield charm is actually not that bad. Giving people movement. This is a 2 attack. A 2 attack with a green red. It's kind of weak. Mighty Shot is a pretty good one. What do I want to lose, though? Like, your build-outs are pretty nice. Give another for each red. I think Firebolt might be the switch out. I think Firebolt might be the bit. Let's see what... Yeah, Firebolt's the trade out. For sure. So we'll trade out Firebolt for Mighty Shot. That's what we'll do. And I think that's the only trade out we're going to do. A 2 attack for a 4 attack range and 1 shield for 2 shield makes sense. Okay. If you have memory 17D, I have A and B, and that's it. So no. Otherwise, go to 1714. The silence is broken by the sound of creaking. 2 of the trees seem to be separating from the rest, lumbering towards you with heavy steps. The smaller one, walking on splinter legs, is coated in mushrooms. The others swing a massive log fist as it walks. A voice carries out from above in a strange language as a metal ball smashes into the larger of the beasts. The very stranger you were looking for is now providing you with cover fire from high in the branches. Open the atlas to map 21. Let's go in their discards. Alright, map 21. Some cool maps in here. Open the atlas to map 21. Okay. And put ally 17A in play. 17A. So ally 17A, the stranger. You've been sent to find and help the stranger, but now it is he who is helping you, sheltering high in the foliage above the tree beasts. The stranger shoots metal pellets with a sling as he helps from branch to branch. The tree beast with the most health suffers 2 damage. Okay. So where's he going? He's and put your ally in the play. Oh, he goes wherever I want him to go. Tree Fist suffers 2 damage at the start of the battle from the stranger's attack. That'd be you. Okay. I'm gonna put you in play here in the here in the trees. Okay. Then tree face suffers 2 damage. Tree face takes 2 damage. Actually, why am I doing that? I don't need to do that. That's unnecessary work. We're going to use these ones. So Tree Fist suffers 2, so he's at 24. And this other one is at 22. There we go. There we go. Okay. Alright, back to reading. Tree Fist suffers 2 at the start of the battle from the... If you have memory 17E, I don't, place overlay 17A on Death Cap. If you have memory 17C, I just have A and B, people. You had a feeling the trees might attack, go to 1715. Otherwise, you're caught off guard, go to 1716. I don't have any other memories but that. So this is our setup. If a seeker is defeated, go to 1717. If the tree beasts are reduced to 0, go to 1718, which probably means they're going to heat up. Okay, so we've got... Their images are weird to me. Okay, I see their images. Okay, so you are up here with this dude, and you are down here. And then I start in the middle somewhere. Put ourselves there, and then I gotta get the numbers going. Okay, so let's get the numbers going. If he's in a tree somewhere, I don't want him to get killed. I was gonna put him there, but no, that's fine. Okay, so we've got big dude's getting 1, 2, 3. And then 4, 5, and 6. And little dude is getting 7, 8 in the darkness. And 9, 10, and 11. So 12 is not used in this fight. Gotcha. Okay. Alright, this guy, let's see if we can showcase him a little bit. So, Tree Fist, Tree Beast. The wood of the Tree Beast is naturally damp, making it difficult to burn or damage. Before triggering one of Tree Fist's active abilities, discard the top status from that ability. If there are no status on it to discard, Tree Fist gains 1 health, not to exceed his starting health. So he heals. Gotcha. Tree Fist raises his massive fist into the air and smashes it down upon the earth. 8 damage. Before attacking, Tree Fist refocuses, but does not move. And then it will hit for 4. Good grief. Focuses on nearest seeker is going to be his focus. Okay. Put that back on there. And then Death Cap. The wood of the tree beast is naturally damp, so he heals 2. And he sucks. With a wet, flatulent sound, ew, the tree beast expels a cloud of musty spores. The smell is acrid and intense. Of course it would be. He had Taco Bell for lunch. So he does a lot of pain. Before attacking, he refocuses and focuses on the nearest seeker. Okay, so he'll be here. 22 health. Alright, so this is where we are. We need to reshuffle for battle and draw our starting 7 cards. Let's block, boost, coming flow, starting hand. 7 cards. 7 cards. You play all these games where it's like draw 5, draw 6, draw 3, and then when you get to all these other games, you're like, yeah, 7 cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they need to acquire targeting on somebody, right? I think they'll refocus before. But they need to acquire target. Well, the target's going to be Nas, because she has the most health. So the nearest seeker is going to be Nas. That's going to be your starting focus. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let me get your targeting stuff. So both of them are going to be locked onto her. And she has Shattering Blow, Surround, and Exhausted card. Thank you, game, for hating me so much. And lots of other stuff. Okay. Boop. And then you give me something to discard a card. There it is. Test of Metal. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Round 1. Fight. We've got number 4. Let's see. You get to Tree Fist gets to move 1 and then attack for 4. So Tree Fist is going to move to its target. And it's going to attack her. Oh, I forgot to get my shield cards. Oopsies. Boop, 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 boop. Then it's going to attack for 4. You're going to take... I'm going to use these 2 to block for 2. So I'll take 2 damage, and then I discard 1. So I go to 18. Okay. A worthy hit. So we're going to kill that Death Cap jerk. That guy sucks. Oh, my friend might be 12. Yes, he is 12. My friend is 12. So 12 is us. Nas. That Death Cap's got to die. That Death Cap is the worst. It is the actual worst. So I'm going to move here. And we're going to take down the thing that's really going to kill us. I can't do the big hit. But I can do knockout. So I'm going to do knockout, which will do 3 damage. Focus would be on me. Can you help me at all? Yes, because your ability, you can do whatever you want. We're going to do... Boost another Seeker's attack by 2, making that a 5 hit. So that's a 5 hit on that guy. On this one. Oh, he's already at full, so he wouldn't have had a status. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going to 17. Right? So that's 17 damage. Then we go to the next fight. Oh, and I get to put a thingy on him. Stunned. I'm putting a stunned on this one. It won't matter because he's going to get rid of an ability, but at least he won't heal. There we go. It's Roland's turn. Roland's going... He needs to move first before he does all the other stuff he's going to do. I could do... Ooh. Roland is going to have his Leech Charm down. So when this card is in play, each time an enemy discards a status, they suffer a damage. Then Roland is going to do Meteor Throw. Can you boost his attack? I can block for you. Shoot, I should have put down Tidal Force. I'm a retcon hers. I forgot to put down Tidal Force, which was a free action. Okay, so then I'm going to do this, give another Seeker an extra... No, I don't need to do that. It's just going to be a 3 straight arrow, which the focus from Deathcap will come to you. And you will hit for 3, taking you to 14. And after attacking, I can move a space. And then, yeah, none of their stuff is AoE. Oh, one of theirs is AoE, but that's okay, because I'm going to put this hurt on that same ability for the AoE. Because you only get to remove the top status from that ability, which would be hurt, and then the stun will kick. Shutting it down. Cool. Haha. Greg Cook, are you tracking me? I was just browsing this game online last night with possible intent to purchase. Also, kidding aside, this will give me some more insight into whether or not I want it. Yeah, Greg. Nope. Yeah, no, welcome. Alright, so... Once you discard, you'll take a damage, and you'll be stunned and can't do the ability for the AoE. I hope I did that right. Naz's turn again. I wanted this to happen because we're going to do Shadowing Blow. Shattering Blow, you cannot move before or after this attack. After attacking, place hurt on up to 3 of your target's abilities. Muha. So we're going to attack. I'm going to take that back, and you are going to boost me for sure. Right now, we're just going for all-out damage here. So we're doing 5 damage to him. So we'll do 5 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, taking you down to 9 health. And then I get to put hurt stuff on that. I think you can only do 1, right? While any cards are in your hand, and oh, it's this one. I gotta flip them over. Sorry. When this, I think it can be more than 1 on there. I think it can be more than 1. Black Blob. Oh, Black Blob. Thank you, Black Blob. Oh wait, I did take it back. I took Black Blob back. I took it back. She did it. Hurt. I think I can stack these. I think I can. So, there, and there. If I can't, let me know. We're trying to burn this one down. What do we got? Whoo! Okay. What's my attack potential here? I think we're gonna have Nas go again. So we're gonna do surround. And this is where I'm gonna let you discard that exhausted one. So give another seeker the ability to draw or discard a card. We'll discard exhausted. Yeah, which I don't have a lingering effect from. Right? Oh, this stays in, right? When you discard from your... Wait. This doesn't go away. This stays, right? When you discard your hand... So it would go in my discard. Got it. It would go in my discard. I'd have to discard my hand. But I am doing surround. So let's do this. And I'm doing surround for 2 damage, and then +1 for every other seeker in your space, so it's 3 damage, taking you to 6. And that's my turn. I only have these 2, so now I have to discard my hand. After acting, if you have no action cards in your hand, discard your remaining and draw a new hand, plus shielding, then recharge your lantern. So my lantern will recharge. I have to get rid of that, discard these, drop a new 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then draw 2 new shield cards. And we've got nothing but space and opportunity for killing. Okay. Alright. And you have to, after doing that, you have to do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flip your lantern. And draw it up. Okay. Let's go. What do we got? 7. You. Okay. Before triggering one of Death Cap's abilities, discard the top status from this. So when you discard, Leech Lantern says you will take a damage, going to 5. So you will discard this. Then you try to do the ability, discard this to take 2 more damage, going to 3. Then, when this ability triggers, discard this. The enemy cannot attack this turn. Okay. Now, I ask you not... please do not draw... Please. Alright, it's Roland's turn. Cool. Whew. Okay. Roland is going to do Hammer and Tongs to finish him off for 3. Taking Black Blob. Do I need to do that? This would be 1. Nope, I don't need to do Hammer and Tongs. I can do Well-Timed Blow, which is 1 plus 2 for each status on your target. That's 3. And that is a Black Blob, but it's 3. It's enough to knock it to 0. You're done. Woo! Teamwork! Okay. And you don't need to play anything else. Okay, cool. Yes, I did. I did do that. That's how I knocked it down, Eileen. That's how he got knocked down to 3. He was at 4... Taking away 1 made him go to 3. No, he was at 5. Taking away 1 made him go to 4. Taking away the 2 from the hurt made him go to 2. And then Well-Timed Blow killed him off. Yep, he did. Alright. Let's take a... Oh, and then these get reshuffled, right? So it's 7, 8, darkness... 9, 10, 11. Alright. This guy's gonna be tough. Here we go. 12. 12 is my friend. So my friend, the tree beast within the with the most health suffers 2 damage, which is you going to 22. And 5. So before triggering, discard ability. If not, you heal 1, so you go to 23. And then you're going to move 1 and attack for 4. Your target is still her. So block 2, take 2, discard 1. Yep, block 2, take 2. 1, 2, going to 16. There's a lot of numbers still in here. A lot of numbers. Alright, we got another heart. We're going to let you go first, Nas. You are going to use your lantern, Fate's Trick, Alter. After attacking, shatter one of the target's spent enemy chits numbered 1 to 12, removing it from play for the rest of the fight. We're going to remove the 7. So I'm going to hit you, Black Blob, but I already got aggro on me. So you'll take 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, taking you to 18. And then I'm going to shatter number 7. Flipping this back over. And that is my... can I boost it at all? Yeah, I will. I'll boost it to let you draw a card. Alright, there we go. And flippity flip, flip, flip. I think that's good enough for me. Bink, Roland. Alright, Roland, you gotta put some statuses on him. We're gonna hammer and tongs this nerd. Black Powder Bomb is sorry behind, but we're going to hammer and tongs. Yep, we're going to hammer and tongs for 3. Before attacking, you may move into the space. It's a melee. So hammer and tongs for 3. And then we got a green here. So we'll make it 4. Taking you to 14. And that puts a stunned on that 8. Okay. Hey, LA. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nas. Alright. So Nas is going to move you here because of her title Force. And then she's going to hit you with some ineffable truths. 3. Before attacking, you may move your target to your space. Nope. I can't boost that. So it'll just be 3 damage, and I still have aggro. Oh, this would have been Black Blob. I've gone here, and then I Black Blob back. Thank you, thank you. So 3 taking you to 11. Thank you for the Black Blob. Then... boom, Roland. I want a fireball so bad. Ooh. I could take it. 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 Because that would take him to 6 if I fireballed it, but it would take me to 11. Or I could just take 3 and burn him. I think I'm going to take 3 and burn him. So I'm going to do Fireball. I'm going to boost that. I'm going to boost that by 1 because there is no... I'll just do the 3. I'll just do the 3. Actually, no. Can I do test your metal? Test of metal? We'll put down test of metal as an action. And it says all enemies suffer 1 per status effect on them, free action. So you'll take 1 damage going to 10. And it's a free action. Then I will fireball for 3. Putting a status effect on this one because I could take 4. So both of you are taking 3. You're going to go to 7. There's no way this thing isn't heating up. So I need to prepare for death. So that's 7, and I'm taking 3. Going to 13. This attack affects any seekers in the target space as well, so I'm going to take a hurt also. And I think this has to go in my discard. Yuck. Okay. Alright. That sucked. Black blob, black blob, black blob, black blob. Thank you. Let me pull this off. And, Sheboygan. Okay, this is what I wanted. You will discard this, taking 1 damage, going to 6 because of Leech Charm. And then you are stunned, so that attack does nothing. Okay. I have 2 attacks left, and I need to make this work. Roland. Damn it! This attack affects... I don't want to throw this. Do I have to? Do I have to throw this black bomb powder? I don't feel like I should have to. It is an action card. What can I do? I can not do it. So either play and resolve 1 action card or pass and draw or discard 1 card. I think I'm going to pass. Discarding... Actually, I'm going to discard this card, leaving me with this, which means I'd have to discard this and redraw. Oh, I could do... I'm an idiot. I could do my thingy. I'm going to do Purity. I completely forgot about Purity. No, because it discards it. It says, before triggering one of Tree Fist's abilities, discard the top status from that ability. And I think that's what it does. It's kind of like it's rejuvenating itself, so it would not cause that hurt if I'm correct. But it still would take the damage from the leech. I'm going to use Purity. After attacking, distribute 3 status of your choice amongst your targets as you see fit. And it's Black Blob, so it's 3. So you'll go down to 3. And then I'm going to distribute a stunned, a hurt, and a hurt. Then, okay, so now I use that. Then I can discard and redraw up next time, so I don't have to do the Black Powder Bomb. Yeah, I know it's a small writing. I'm sorry. Yep, so you drew another one of these, which is this. So you would discard this, take a damage because of leech, and then you're stunned, so that attack does nothing. 2, 4. Roland's gone the most. Jeez. 1. Oh, no! So before triggering, discard the top status of that ability. If there's no status, he will heal 1, going to 3. And then his target is going to be Roland. So he's like, "Rrr," and he moves up here. I am going to do return a chit to the bag and draw again immediately to stop that. So we're going to return a chit to the bag and draw again. We're going to return the 12. He would not... And draw again. Sugar. Okay. So the 11, he gets rid of this one, and then he's going to hit Roland for 4. So 4 is better than 8. I can block 1 for you. Actually, we could return... Let's do it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to return 1 of Roland's to the bag, and then draw again. And those are boosts, right? Return to the chit bag and draw again. Return a chit to the chit bag and draw again. I need to read the rules on on if the effects still happen. Combat. I might be playing that wrong. Does anybody know? Does the damage still happen? Block boost damage. After a chit is drawn, place this boost to return that chit to the bag and draw again. Of course, there's no guarantee. Okay, so it's that chit. So the 11 and the 1 should go back, and Roland's 1 should come out. There we go. And then so we've done it twice now. Now we're playing it right. And it's Naz's turn. Good. Good, good. Good. That worked. Okay. Duel of Honor. +1, +3 if no other person's in your space. And this tidal force... Oh, shoot. It wouldn't have moved because I did it. It wouldn't have moved. And 12, and the 12 should come back out too. Yep. 12 should come back out as well. Yes, and it wouldn't have moved. It's just kind of like redoing the draw. So it would still be there, and I'll do the Duel of Honor, which does 4 damage, killing it. It's 1 +3 if no one else other than my target's in my space. Boom. They're both dead. I'm not counting them both dead. They're probably going to heat up. If the tree beasts are reduced to 0, go to 17-8. So they're probably going to heat up, like right now. 17-18. Having overcome the beasts, you take a moment to catch your breath. You hear a rustling from above and then find yourself face to face with the stranger. I do have memory 17B. If you have memory 17B, you return the brooch to him, go to 1719. The stranger's face softens as he takes the brooch and opens it. Inside you glimpse the image of a young creature's face. Clearly grateful, the stranger agrees to follow you. You escort him to Vina, where Priest Rana takes him into her care. Ziva blesses a good deed done without promise of reward, she says to you. You've gained this poor creature's trust, and therefore mine. Let me write you a letter of introduction to my friend Elos. She runs a hostel for the Church of Dinlux and can put you up for the night anytime you find yourself in need. Take memory 17 F and H. F and H. Each seeker gains a Kinfire. Kinfire. This quest is over. Return to gain 3 city actions. Huh. Okay. So discard this at the end of quest 17. So quest 17 is over. So we've completed the stranger. All the 17s are done. That was fun. Okay, so... And I think... Let me read this on combat as well for hurt. I probably played that wrong too. Let me check. Hurt. This attack inflicts a hurt status to its target. This works the same as weak. Okay, so... Okay, so gaining exhaustion means adding it to your discard pile. I mean, it's telling me how it hurts, but it doesn't tell me... When an attack with a status effect is used against an enemy, take a status effect and turn it to its enemy side. That's for the enemy. When does it go into my hand? Ah, here it is. Here it is. Alright, so... Nope, it's just a cheat sheet. Like other icons, says to put it in my hand or my discard pile, except for those, because it says, I think it just goes on me. So I should have, instead of putting this in my discard pile, while is in your hand, at the start of your turn you suffer damage. I think this would have gone in my hand, and I'd have gone down 1. And then it's discarded, right? And then if I didn't gain 1 that turn, discard it. Okay. Cool. Yay! The quest is over. And I believe when quests are over, boost cards, combat flow, we gain back our health and we reshuffle, and we can reshuffle our deck. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, cool. So we gain 3 city actions. This guy is now, you're now safe, little buddy. So this guy's now safe, and we finish that. These 2 are dead. This will go to discard. This will go to discard. Alright, we're going to go 16. This is going to be a hard fight. So let's go back to the city. And we gain 3 city actions. I already know where I'm going because I know what my next fight is. I'm going to Lucas T. Wagon for the first, because there's no longer a 4 in there. We could spend Kinfire at the Lighthouse to upgrade if we want, but yeah, we're going to the tea house first. So V5. I'm gearing up for this hard A fight. As you near the field, your eye is caught by a merchant wagon parked among the wildflowers. Inside, a large hulking man bends to look at you through the window. Hello there! Hello! Care to join me for a spot of mint leaf tea? You gracefully accept and watch as the wagon sways and heaves with the giant man's every move. With thick fingers, he hands each of you a tiny teacup through the window. The sweet flowers that grow here are the key ingredient in many of my blends, he tells you. I also use them to brew a tea of healing ointment I like to call sweet balm. I can sell you some for 1 coin per dose if you'd like. You may shop, add it to the Venom Market if you haven't already. See shopping in the town, bada bada bada. So see shopping in the town exploration book. Is that adventuring? It is not. So for further information on what to do. Okay, so let me see if I can find the town exploration book. I don't see that. I must have missed it somewhere, because I have adventuring, getting started, and combat. Let's see if it's in getting started. Nope, it's not that. It's not combat, so those are the only ones I have. Let me check. I put it in here on accident? No, it's not in 2. And 1. Nope. Good lord, game. Yeah, I know what I'm buying. I'm just trying to see if I can buy more than 1. So this is Lucas Tea Wagon, and he has 3 Sweet Bomb Tea for 1 goldie, for one thingamadoo each, right? So I am going to, and this is what they are. Restore 4 health to either yourself or another seeker in your space. Free action, disposable, so it's a 1 and burn. I want to buy all 3. So I think I can buy all 3. I think. So I'm going to spend the 3 to buy them. Yeah, I don't have another book. I don't have another book. So 1, 2. And then the third one's going to go to Roland. This next fight's going to suck. Alright. That is the end of my action. That's my first action. My second action is I'm going to go to the lighthouse. Construction site is bustling with workers carrying tools, shouting orders, and hauling around loads of stone and lumber. You soon find yourself in the way, dodging ladders and wheelbarrows and looking around for any familiar faces. Each seeker shuffles their deck and flips over a card. If any white are revealed, go to event C. Otherwise, worried about interfering, you leave them alone. So, let me put myself back to full health. On both. I think 50. I don't think you took any damage, did you? No, you didn't take any damage this fight. Alright, so we just need one white card pulled. Yeah, if any white are revealed. Oh. Okay. Luck of the draw, people. It's a red. And let's see what we can find. Alright, luck of the draw. Red. Yuck. Okay, it's loss of action. This goes back. And then the last action, let's go to the Lonely Tavern. Actually, I think that's gone. Hey, Max. What? You want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi to everybody? Yeah, let's see if you'll say hi. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh. Come here. Come here. You want to say hi? Look, right there. Right there. See? Alright, so, let's see. What do we got? I have one more action left. Go to the Millhouse Inn. Stepping into the inn, you meet with the smell of fresh baked bread and can hear the gentle squeak of the water wheel. Dora, the mayor of Vienna and owner of the inn, appears wiping her hands on a towel. Looking for a hot meal and a room for the night. Your room and board are free here as long as you're in town. I will be staying the night, sleeping. So there is a town exploration book that I don't know where it is. I don't have it. Max, I just don't have it. I don't know where it is. I got a whole lot of nothing. Maybe it's in here. Let's see if it's in here. Nope. Yeah, I don't have a town exploration book. Won't. Heal and get rid of exhausted cards. Okay, thank you. So we're going to do that. So we're going to heal and get rid of the one exhausted card I have in here. I think that's the only one I have. Heal the full. Beat, 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 beat. Get rid of exhausted cards. Okay. So that's 3. So we're going to quest 16 now. I filled the T-Wagon. And we put this one back. Okay. So we are going to quest 16. Ashes and Bramble. So that means actually, okay. Yeah, good to know, good to know. So quest 16. So let's go to quest 16. Ah, good lord. Quest 16, Ashes and Bramble. There we go. So while I set this up, let's do some music.
Before you reach the charred remains of the alchemist's lab, you can see Hoyt Belgar, the dwarf you met back at the inn, muttering and pacing back and forth. He says when he sees you approach.
I feared you wouldn't come.
The dwarf bows a little awkwardly.
I give you my thanks.
You reassure him that you're happy to help.
This lab,
He says, turning to the burnt remains.
it belonged to my friend, Mika. He was a scientist, an alchemist. I am a scholar as well, but was never as talented as Mika. It was his obsession, really. His tools, his journal. He called it his legacy. He wanted his discoveries to make a difference, and to one day pass to his son. But now, it's all gone. His tools, his alchemical notebook. There's no sign of them among the ashes. Someone thought his life was worth taking in order to get them. Please, help me find whoever did this. Help me restore Mika's legacy. For his family.
Cool. So we're going to go to 16.1 to deal with this. Hoyt nudges the charred remains of Mika's workshop with his foot. Mika worked too hard for his life's pursuit just to be sold off for some coin. Please recover anything you can. His family, they deserve answers. Hoyt gives you a description of the missing tools and notebook. Take memory 16A. Hoyt gave a description of the items he believes were stolen from Mika's workshop. Several large glass vessels. This is important. I don't remember every single walk of this, but I remember this is important. An engraved silver alembic, and Mika's alchemical notebook, a bronze tome enchanted to withstand fire. I've already checked with the other local merchants and they've not heard or seen anything, Hoyt added, though I doubt the thieves would attempt to sell such unique items here. So close to the crime. More than likely, they've left town to peddle them elsewhere, and if so, they would have needed a wagon to carry it all. Discard this memory at the end of Quest 16. The day after the fire, I spoke to the guards about who had recently left through the town gate. He pulls out a rolled up parchment from his robes and hands it to you. Get memory 16B. According to the town guard at the gate, 3 wagons left Vienna the day after the fire. One belonged to a group of leather workers. They were wearing black leather tunics and leather traveling boots and carried tools with them, including various knives. They left Vienna traveling west. One belonged to a group of elven pilgrims who had been visiting Vienna's Kinfire Shrine. They were wearing long hooded robes, wore leather boots, and carried short blades for protection. They left Vienna traveling southwest. The last wagon belonged to a group of mercenaries. They were traveling They wore traveling cloaks over their armor and arm boots, carrying war hammers and maces. They left Vena, traveling south. Then this says go to 16-2. You set out to investigate Amika's death and the fire that claimed his workshop. Considering where you should begin, if you search the wreckage, it's possible that some clues survived the fire. The priests at the Kinfire Shrine might also be able to shed some light on the matter, as they would have been responsible for taking care of the body. Finally, Lucas T. Wagon has a clear view of the workshop. Perhaps Lucas saw something that night. We're going to search the wreckage of the workshop. I remember some things, but not everything. Little remains of Mika's workshop apart from a pile of charred wood and blackened stone foundation. A layer of ash covers everything. To search for clues, each seeker must flip 2 cards. We need 2 blue, but Roland's there, so we just he may flip an additional card, and we need 2 blues. Okay, so Roland flips 3, Naz flips 2. Got hair all on my table, puppy. Alright, so. Okay. 1, 2, so I got 1. Yeah, I don't know where my towns book went. I'll have to search for it after I finish playing today. Probably put it somewhere like an idiot somewhere. And you get 3. 1, 2, come on. Crap. Nope. Sad face. Sad face failure. Abject failure. If you succeed, whatever. If you wish to continue investigation, each seeker gains an exhaustion, and you return to 16-2. Okay, so it's basically redo. Oh no, I come back here. Otherwise, you leave town. If you succeed, take memory 16E. Make sure I read this properly. If you wish to continue the investigation, return to 16-2, to which I could try it again. I see. So we're gonna take an exhaustion. I feel like this is important. So both of them will take an exhaustion, and then we're going to try again. 1. Jesus. There it is. What? I hate you, game. I hate you so much. Okay, so we have to take 16E. Oop, bink. You found the set of footprints at Mika's workshop. The tracks appeared to be underneath the ashes, suggesting that they were made before the fire. According to Hoyt, they were the wrong size to belong to Mika. The shape and depth of the prints indicate a pair of lightweight leather boots. Okay, so we know that the leather workers, they were wearing leather tunics and leather traveling boots. The pilgrims, they were wearing long hooded robes, and they wore leather boots. And then the mercenaries, they wore armor boots. So this says that they were wearing a pair of light leather boots. So there's leather traveling boots, and then wore leather boots. So it could be the elven pilgrims. But let's take a look at our other options. Otherwise, you leave town so we're not. We could continue the investigation to take more exhaustion, which would let us visit the Kinfire Shrine, or question Luca by taking some more exhaustion. I think I will. I'm going to take another exhaustion on both of us, because I don't remember a specific thing. And I'm going to go to the shrine. Who went to the shrine? The Elven Pilgrims. I'm going to go to the shrine. So going to 16:4. Priestess Rana, keeper of Venice Kinfire Shrine, bows her head in reverence. Mika's body has already been returned to the fire, but I can try to answer any questions you have. So to question Rana, each flips 2, and we just need all the luck on our side here. 1. We did it. We did it. It says we needed 3 non-reds. We did it. Oh my god. If you succeed, take memory 16D. We did it. It's 16D. We don't have core with us. 16D. Memory. Alright. What does memory 16D say? Flamekeeper Rana, the priest of the Kinfire, was the one who took care of Mika's body. After some coaching, she reported seeing several deep wounds in the body. The description sounds like cuts made by a straight thrusting blade. So we're going back to the evidence. It's the Pilgrims. It's the Elven Pilgrims. So we're going southwest. We're out. We're out. Otherwise, you leave town in pursuit, go to 16:6. Which is where we're going. Yeah. We're out. Let's go. You return to the gate of Vena after investigating as much as time is allowed. If you want to catch the culprits, you must leave soon. The question is, which way? We're the Pilgrims, the Elven Pilgrims, they traveled southwest. So we're going southwest 16:8. You travel southwest and soon come across the Pilgrim's wagon laying overturned across the road and deserted. Around the wagon are frenzied footprints, some clearly made by a set of massive clawed paws. Inside you discover the shattered remains of Mika's glass vessels along with his silver alembic, the sides scarred with deep gashes. Discard memories 16A through 16E. Okay. Discarded. Take memory 16F. You caught up to the Pilgrim wagon on the road southwest of Vena and discovered that they were indeed the culprits who murdered the alchemist Mika and stole his research. Hey, Cynthia. The Pilgrims themselves were nowhere to be seen, but inside the turned-over wagon you found the smashed remains of the glass vessels from Mika's workshop along with his silver alembic. Deep gashes lined the sides of the alembic, and discard this at the end of 16. Alright, so we found who did it. First try. Studying the tracks, you can see that the Pilgrims abandoned their wagon to flee into the hills, and that some creature, followed close behind. 1610. And Nas is with us. The Pilgrims left clear tracks leading into the wilderness. You follow them up a sharp slope where the green foliage of Vena gives way to dark, gnarled trees with red trunks and purple-hued underbrush. This strange landscape must have been left behind by a starless night. Just ahead, in the crook of the trees, you see what must be the body of one of the Pilgrims, crushed by the thick red vines coiled around him. Judging by the tracks, at least one other Pilgrim continued on. The passage ahead through the trees and thick underbrush won't be easy. Okay, so we need each seeker flips 2 cards and gains 1 exhaustion for each non-red. And each Nas, I have Nas. Each seeker may count 1 blue as a red. Wait, what? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so 1, 2. 1, 2. So her thing says Each seeker may count one blue as a red. So you had a blue and a red, you're good. And you have a red and a bluish green. So you will gain an exhaustion. So she has 3 exhaustion in her deck now. Awesome. Go to 1611. The trail of boot prints leads into the underbrush, but emerging on the other side are a set of much larger tracks, obscured by the mud. You follow the prints to a cave where you hear whimpering coming from the darkness inside. The red vines along the walls also appear to be moving. Open Atlas to map 20. Map 20. Map 20. And put ally 16A in play. 16A. 16A is vines. Vines lash out at you from the walls and pull you closer. Each seeker moves into an adjacent space with a trap icon if possible. Then each seeker suffers 1 damage for each trap card in their hand. Yeah, I agree. I like the book better, too. Each seeker moves into an adjacent space, if possible. It says put 16A in play. I don't know where the hell I would put you. If you have memory 16F, I do. You enter the cave to find a huge bear-like creature looming over a pilgrim. Gain 2. I'm already maxed out on fate tokens, so I won't gain any more. And go to 1612. Ah. The fight begins. Okay, so the fight begins. So we're going to do big dude token. Let's do some setup. So we got big dude. I guess we get to say where this goes. I'll put it here. Big dude starting here. No, I don't want it. I want to start it where I started. And I think it only affects seekers anyway. Well, if I move here, I'm screwed. Because it's going to pull me. So I don't want it there. That's a bad place. Actually, wherever I put it, I'm going to get pulled. So where do I put this in the... Where's a good place? If I put it here, as soon as I move here, I'm getting sucked down. However, if I stay along here, it can't pull me. So I think I will do here. I can put it here. And I just have to avoid these 2 spaces. And this one. I know that. I know I'd play Cynthia. I'm just seeing where to put it. Where would be advantageous to put it. So each seeker moves. So when I pull that, if I'm here... Oh, it'll just move me, period. So it doesn't matter where it goes. Huh. Okay. We'll see how it sets. Alright. Alright, so you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Okay, let's take a look at this guy. Ursar Beast. So, hit for 8. That sucks. Hit everybody for 5. That sucks. Before attacking, it discards all trap cards on it. And then this one, discard all status from the sheet, then move the ursar and a seeker in its space, if there are any, to a space with a trap. So it kind of picks me up. The seeker gains 2 hurt along with trap, then the ursar refocuses. And focuses the person with the most traps on. So that is it. It will have 20 health. And you will be its first target. And we're here respectively, to our start. And this is going to be a tough one. I'm just going to let y'all know this is going to be a tough fight. Alright, let's begin. Here we go. 5. That's all you can do. Because I think monsters. No, let me go to combat. An attacking enemy move 1 space before attacking. Yep. So that's all you got, and it's a melee, so you don't hit anybody. Okay, and this is what's going on right now. Alright, about bing, 7. Oh, this is bad. Okay, so... And, oh, I gotta shuffle and then draw my starting hand, sorry. So you're 5... A lot of stuff's going on. A lot of stuff's going on, okay? Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why is this here? It shouldn't have been there. I drew an exhaustion card. I just don't know why it was Roland's card. That's weird. Alright, so I got Tile of Force, an exhaustion card. 2 exhaustion cards. Woo! Fun. And I gained 2 shields. And so I got both. So I drew both my exhaustion cards. Do you have any weird? You do. I drew an exhaustion card. I wonder why it's like that. That's bizarre. It's very bizarre. I also like the map. Yeah. Bling bling. Alright, so shuffle this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1 shield. Okay, we'll be able to do something. So, 7, this is your target. You're going to move here. And you're going to, before attacking, discard all traps, but you're going to attack for 5. I have 2. I'm going to throw this one in here to block for 2 as well. So that's 4. So I'll only take 1 damage. Okay. This is not a good start. Not a good... Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna have to fate just now for this, because this is bad. It's gonna slam at her again for frickin'... I tell you what I'm gonna do. No. I'm going to have you put that back and redraw. So we're putting back the 8. And then before drawing, I'm going to spend one of these to draw 4. Good lord. Before drawing a chip from the bag, the seekers may drop in the void to draw 4 instead. Choose one and return the rest of the bag. Bye. Bye. We're going to do... Actually, nope. I'm going to keep that in there. We're going to do that one. Okay. I don't need to heal you yet. Yep, we'll do fire. We'll do Foxfire. Foxfire is a pretty cool card. I did. What are you talking about? I did. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I took one away and I kept one. Eileen, you okay today? You're usually on it. So what are you talking about? I only remove one and discard. You don't. I didn't discard both. I discard one and I kept the other one. So I don't know if you're seeing what I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe it's time back or something. I still have an armor card. So I'm using Foxfire. So Foxfire says range 2. And can I boost that? I cannot. I cannot boost that. So I range 2, so I hit him for 2. So he goes to 18. Then I hit him for a hurt. I'm going to throw that hurt on that 8 because that seems to be a thing. After attacking, all seekers in your target space may each draw or discard a card. I'm going to discard an exhaustion card because that sucked. So that was that. Yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't at all. Alright, what do we got? Boom. Come on! Was that... it wasn't black. So, 1. So you will discard this and you will take 2 damage. If he keeps bashing at me, I'm just gonna die. I have 1 armor card. And that's all I got. So I'm going to be taking 7 damage. So I'm going down to 12. Jeez. He's drawing all his cards. This is how the game works. Okay. Alright, not finally. Naz's turn. Naz is going to play her Tidal Force for free. Then... You cannot help me at all. We're going to do Knockout. You already got the target on me, so 3 going to 13. And I'm going to drop a stun on that 8, because that sucked. I don't have anything to boost that with. Three. Thank goodness for the stun. Good grief. Roland's turn. Roland's going to... Roland's going to move. He's going to use a Sweet Bomb as a free action to heal Nas for 4 because I'm getting pummeled. And this is disposable, so this is gone. Now it's a free action. Then I'm going to Hammer and Tongs. Yep. Hammer and Tongs for 3. Focus is going to go on you. And I can't boost it. Can't boost it at all. So 3 damage. This is the worst draw I've had ever in this game. It's the worst draw. Alright. Rolling again. I'm going to move back. And then I'm going to meteor throw. For ranged. For 3. I could give you 1 extra movement, but you don't need it. So 3 more damage. So you're going to 7. What we got? Naz's turn. Naz is going to Fist of the Wind, which could be a melee or a regular attack, to drop that trap. On the 8. And then I attack him for 2, taking him to 5. And then after attacking, you may move your target 1 space. I'll move you here. Okay. And whose turn is that? It is Naz's turn. Naz is going to... this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. I mean, I could jump into space and hit him for 2, but then this is going to happen. So instead, I am going to choose to discard a card, which leaves me with 2, which doesn't have any, so I have to discard this, flip that, take a damage for the 1 exhaust, and then draw 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which gets me a new hand of cards with a lot of healing. Okay. Well, right now, if he draws, he's drawn a 1, a 3. So if he draws a 2 or 4, he's not moving. And Roland's probably gonna get punched. All right. So this says each seeker must move into an adjacent space with a snappy thing if possible. I'm going to have you move here, and you have to move here. Then each seeker suffers damage for each card in their hand, which is none. Replenish Nas Seal. Thank you. Yeah. Throw Hammer did have... Hammer and Tongs did have stun, which I did put on this one. Are y'all following me okay? Because I'm doing all that stuff. I put it here, then when he drew his card, the stun came off. I don't have my ability up that would deal damage. Okay. Naz's turn. Naz is gonna use another sweet bomb. Get rid of that. To heal 4. Going up to 19. Better. And it's a free action, so I can perform another action. And the reason why I did that was for Shattering Blow. Black Blob. 4 damage. I can't move. After attacking, place a hurt on up to 3 abilities. So 4 damage, taking you down to 1. And I'm putting a hurt here, here, and here. So you'll go to phase 2 pretty quickly. Alright, no matter what we pull, he's going to phase 2. Then, bada boom, 8. 8's perfect because you take 2 damage, which would defeat you, taking you to 0. So, this says, if the Ursa is reduced to 0, go to 1614. I'm not getting it. I'm not getting the. You're like, oh, that's easy. Oh, young fools! With a great bellow, the Ursa snatches the pilgrim from behind the rock where he was cowering. You won't be taking it. You won't be taking its dinner away from it. The Ursa enters its second stage. Place overlay 16A and B on the sheet. Okay, so 16A. He seems to have someone in his hands. Alright, 16A. And 16B is a new lovely ability. The Ursa swings the pilgrim like a club to protect him. You dare not attack with your full force. Oop, do I have this backwards? I might have this back. No, I had it right. I'm sitting there right. So attack 6, then each seeker up to one space away suffers a weak. So this, let's see what else it says. When an enemy enters a new stage, remove all status effects from the sheet. So all the hurt's gone. I just wanted to get it to its second status effect. And reset its health to full. So it's back to 20. Any leftover damage from the previous stage is ignored, and any ability tokens now on passive abilities are divided among the active abilities. What? If a seeker is defeated, blah, 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 so we go to 16.6. Alright, so, I might need help with this one, though. So it gets a new ability, right? Is that what I'm seeing? Is that what it is? Is it getting a new ability? And it says, and any ability tokens now on passive abilities are divided among the enemy's active abilities. So is it taking over one? Or is it a new ability it's getting? I'm assuming, with Aurora, the Ursa snatches up an enemy in its massive paw and flings them against the wall. But it already has a guy in its hand, so I'm assuming this takes over here? Yeah, it's replaced. Okay, so it replaced its bottom ability. That makes more sense. So instead of snatching someone up, it grabs them. Right? Or is it taking over the top ability? When an enemy enters a new stage, remove... It doesn't say to put this over it. Yeah, but where does this... If this is taking over ability, which one is it taking over? Is it the bottom one? Is it the... Tiny number. 5. Oh! Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you. Down here at the bottom, you see that tiny number? Yeah, that 5. That's where it's taking over. So... It's taking over this. Gotcha. So it's just doing straight damage. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, what are we pulling? Bada bing. Heart. Yeah, this is a 4 damager. We're gonna let... I got a 5 damager right there. And I can shatter one of those things. We need to shatter... We can shatter the 1. That's probably better. So I'm going to do Duel of Honor. I got nothing to give. But it says it's 1 black blob, so I take it. +3 if there are no other enemies in your... If there's no one else in your space other than your target. So it's 4 damage. So I'm going to take you to 16. So I'm going to take you to 16. Straight up, and I have the blob. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Your turn is just... Oh, and then next turn I'll do this. I wanted to do that first. Next turn, I'll spend my Kinfire. And there's my next turn. So now I'm going to spend my Lantern. So I'm going to attack for 5 black blob, so I take that, knocking you down to 11. And then I shatter. I'm going to shatter this one. I'm going to shatter this out of the fight. Oh, sorry. Yep. The darkness token goes on time track. Thank you. Sorry, I screwed that up. I screwed that up last time, too. So that's 5 damage, which I'd knocked you to 11, and then I flip back that over. I could move first before, and I think I will. I don't want to step into a bramble. I'm going to move here. Because of Tidal Force, he's coming with me. And it says, can move, that enemy gains a week. And we'll put the week on the 8, because that sucks. What do we got? Rolling. We're going to, it's only 1 damage. And it's a free action, so nope, we're going to discard, which means we need to flip our Lantern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And okay, we got stuff. We've got things. Okay. What do we got? Naz's turn. Actually, she has to discard her whole hand. I didn't even realize that at the end of her turn, she has only boost cards and a heal action. So she can discard the heal bomb. Now she has only boost cards, so she needs to discard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and flip her Lantern again. That was at the end of that on her turn, I think. On her now turn, I think this is where she is. Okay. Because she did have an action card. I just chose to discard it. 2. Weak. When this ability triggers, discard this card. Each of this enemies deals 1 less damage. So you're dealing 7 damage to her. Oh, it's supposed to get my 2 shields. So 7 damage to her. You're going to throw in the 2 to take care of that. And then I got 2 more. So that's 4. So I'm only going to take 3 damage. And then I'm discarding 1 shield card. 3 damage. Oh, 1, 2, 3 going to 16. I still have 1 in hand. Cool. And 6. AoE 5. Before attacking, the Ursa discards all traps from this sheet. There are none on there. So you're hitting for 5. I tell you what I'm going to do. Instead of doing that, I'm going to Duel of Honor to return the chit to the bag. Put the 6 back. And redraw. And before I redraw, I'm going to use a Fate token to draw 4. 1, 2... Oh, God. 3, 4. Yeah. Bonk. Yeah, no. So... You are the hard hitter. You're the hard hitter. It's going to be Roland's turn. So we're going to... I'm just going to hit you for 3. Let's use our Lantern. Hit you for 3. And distribute 3 statuses of your choice among your targets. And I'm going to hit you for 3. So that's 8. 1, 2, 3. There you go. That was fun. That was joyous. Alright, then we do, boom, a 10. I don't think so. I think I'm going to do that again. Let's put that back in and redraw. And there it is. So we're going to have Nas go, and we'll deal with this in a second. We're going to have Nas go, and Nas is going to use her lantern. We're going to shatter some numbers here. So she's going to use her lantern to do 5 damage, taking you to 3. And then I get to shatter one of these. I'm going to shatter number 2. Flip it back over. And once the track is full, return these chits and those in the spent to the bag. Alright. Feel a little better about myself. Oh, and I forgot to get your shield when you redraw. And Nas gets the black blob, so it's back on her. And we drew Nas. That's game, people. Oh, for every other seeker in your space. I'm going to move. Come on with me. And you'll gain a week. We'll throw that week here. And that is match point. So, surround. 2 attack, +1 for each other seeker in your space. Which is 3 damage. Game. This was significantly harder with Valora and the Bard dude. Significantly harder. Okay, so then 16, 14. Yeah, 16, 14. If you reduce it... Or 16, 14. Did I miss something? I think it's a mistype. There's a mistype on my cards. Because this says, if the Ursa is reduced to 0, go to 16, 14. And 16... That's an ally card. I don't have a 16, 14. I have a 16, 13 and a 16, 15. Well, hoopla. Oh, here's 16, 14. 16, 14 is this one. Gotcha. Found it. Found it. If the Ursa is defeated, go to 16, 16. So we'll go to 16, 16. You pull the pilgrim out from the cave and away from the fallen ursar. He slumps on a rock, relieved until he sees your faces. You ask him about the workshop fire. He stammers for a moment and then confesses. It was our duty, he explains. That alchemist, he was attempting to manipulate Kinfire. For anyone outside the temple to do such a thing. Heresy! You ask the pilgrim to hand over Micah's belongings. The elf pats his pockets for a while and then shakes his head. You take a step forward, staring him down. The elf cowers and in one quick movement pulls out the notebook. Go to 16, 17. Yeah, this was significantly harder with Valora and the Bard. You escort the pilgrim back to Venna and hand him over to the authorities. Hoyt shakes each of your hands vigorously. You must have put the fear of night into him, he says. Were you able to recover any of Mika's belongings? If you have, I do have 16F. Discard it and open a copper treasure. So we have 16F and we open another copper treasure thingamadoo hickey. Open a copper treasure. We gotta go with this one. Alright, so what do we got here? What do we've got? We've got Blade Storm. Gain a movement. When moving, you may bring an enemy with you with Blade Storm, and it applies weak, and it has a block. Firebolt. Accio. So it's 2. Give another to your target for each red card. So I already had one of those before. A helpful hand. Other helpful hand. Helpful hand and other helpful hand. So it's a double attack. You may instead play this action as a boost. As any of the boost cards, this action's linked boost card is the action card. Wait, what? Blah! You may instead play this action as an extra damage, a shield, one extra damage, boost damage, 1 shield, 1 movement, 1 draw or discard, or or something with the bag manipulation, boost card. This action's linked boost card is the action card, other helpful hand. Okay, got it. Other helpful hand. I can attack and do the same thing with that. That's actually a really cool card. That's an interesting, cool card. And then we have Quick Shot, which is free action, so it's just shoot fast and then keep going. So when we upgrade, these are our potential cards that get added to our upgrade potential. Okay. You hesitate before handing over the notebook, thinking back to what the elf had said about heresy. A conundrum. Well, both of them get a Kinfire if I give the notebook to Hoyt, which I'm gonna do. So both of them get a Kinfire for that. So Nas and Roland get a Kinfire. Give the notebook to Hoyt. Go to 16, 18. Bink. You hand over the notebook to Hoyt. How can I thank you enough, he says. Everything is restored. Micah's legacy, that is. His work will live on. Perhaps it will make a difference the way he wanted. He tucks the book under his arm and clasps each of your hands. I owe you my eternal gratitude. Please take this. Before departing, Hoyt hands you a small purse and gives you a deep bow. Gain 3 coins. Okay, got 3 coins. And take memory 16G. 16G. Despite some misgivings about the contents, you hand over Micah's alchemical notebook to Hoyt. On the bright side, that might mean Hoyt owes you 1. So I got that. This quest is over. Gain 3 city actions. So we finished quest 16. And that is where we will end today. Yep, that's where we'll end today. Yeah, this fight was immensely harder. I was getting beat down. Nas is amazing. She is just straight damage beast. And I really like Roland. I love Roland. Roland's Kinfire ability of just saying, here's 3 status effects. Enjoy that. Enjoy your life. Is pretty cool. So that went well. I'll keep these together so that when we come back to the town, we have 3 actions. Of course, you know I'm going to rebuy some Sweet Bomb. I'll rebuy those 2 for 1 action, and then we'll rest at an inn or something, or a tavern, and then we'll go to the, I think, yeah, I think we might try for that one more time, but we've done everything in the village, and now the next time we come back, I use Helpful Hand for it's a cool card. So this is the only card left. We've done all the side quests in the town. So this is the only card left to move on to the next quest, and we'll do this next time we play. So, cool. Yep, that was a good fight. So let's head up to the top. Intro, it should be here. Okay. No, I appreciate the help. Trust me, I appreciate the help. I don't think I'm upset about y'all keeping me honest. I just need to, I think it's more, I just need to make sure I'm falling, but no, good catches, everybody today. This is a team effort. This is a team effort, and we did great. So I'll be back. I'll schedule the next one, and we'll be back to play some more of Kinfire. But so far, I'm having a good time. I trying to remember. I don't think I did this one. I don't think I did this. So going forward, everything else from now on is new to me. Completely new to me. So we got that. And all this 16 stuff. And we finished quest 16. Yep. So, it's going to be new. I'm enjoying OG play. I'm enjoying us hanging out. So, it's cool. I like it. Okay. We got a lot of money. I got a lot of money burning a hole in my pocket. So, I'm hoping I'll be able to get some place where I can spend that money and really upgrade. I will check out the wares place to see if there's anything I want. I definitely will get all these exhaustion cards out of my deck, and then I'll go to a place where I think one of those where I can upgrade my cards and see where it goes from there. But we should be good going forward, which will be good. Hopefully my copy will show up in a couple of months. I hope so too. This game is a lot of fun. A lot of options, a lot of things to do, and we'll see where it goes. But we played 3 missions today. Vina and then 2 side quests. So we played 2 side quests, which is kind of what we did last time. We played 2 and we were good. So we're moving at a good pace. Hopefully it'll arrive as well, but thanks everybody for joining. Thanks to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in to hang out, thank you as well. Next week is going to be a little bit... next week, of course, we're going to have the lunchtime stream for Marvel. But Earthborn Rangers arrived, and I said what I'm going to do, and I'm sticking to my word. So next week, Earthborn Rangers Tuesday. Pac-Man's not able to join, so it might be Earthborn Rangers Thursday. And then I'll have to see how Saturday plays out. I know Mark and I play board games that are at the local game store, so it may be I'm playing there instead of streaming. But we'll see how it works out and how he's feeling and if he's up for it. If not, I'll be back to more of this. If so, we'll skip a Saturday and then come back next Saturday and play some more of this. So, cool. That's all I got. Yeah, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.